Hello everyone and welcome back to speakupyury. In today's video, I'll show you how to use pronouns, particularly object pronouns. You'll also have the chance to practice with some short exercises. So, here we go.
Alright, let's start with our topic today, object pronouns. First of all, let's see when do we use them. It is necessary to know that they represent things, people or animals that were mentioned before and we want or need to replace in a text. Or sometimes the speakers know what they are referring to, so it is not necessarily that the object pronouns are explicit in this conversation when we are using them orally. We also need to know that we use object pronouns after prepositions as about, with, in, on, etc. or after verbs, but never at the beginning of sentences. If you use them at the beginning, it's because they are subject pronouns. We also use object pronouns to point out someone in a conversation. We'll see more examples in detail so it is clearer to you. Now, in the next chart we have both subject pronouns and object pronouns with some contractions. We have to remember that I, me refer to the same person, as well as you, he, him, she, her, it, we, us, and they, them. Look at this example here. They say, let's go. In this case, we use let us, which is the same as let's, and this is the only one that allows us to use a contraction as well as them. You can say tell them, kill them, or tell them, kill them in very informal contexts. Now let's see some examples. Here we have some sentences. The idea is to use an appropriate object pronoun in each sentence to replace the nouns that are highlighted. So let's start with A. It says, we like horses, but we can't ride them. In this case, we use them to replace horses, which is in plural form. In B says, my mom has a car, but she can't drive it. It, in this case, is replacing car because it's an object. In sentence C says, I have a little sister and I love her. Her replaces sister. And then it says, she has a boyfriend, but I don't like him. Him replaces boyfriend in singular form. In sentence D, we can read, Ben and I are traveling this weekend. Would you like to come with us? Because us refers to Ben and I or we. In E, we read, I love birds, but birds don't like me. Because me replaces I after the verb like. In part F and G, we have examples of how to point out people, like when we ask, who's your father? It's him. It's a man. So the speakers know that we are talking about a man, so it's him. In G, the question says, who's your best friend? It's her. It's a woman. So in this way, we replace subjects or nouns that were already used in the sentences. Now, it's time for you to practice. I'll show you some paragraphs and the idea is to choose or complete them with the correct object pronouns. I'll give you 10 seconds to complete them and then I'll show you the answers. Let's start. In this first paragraph, you have 4 options to complete the text. you have two subject pronouns, which are I and he, that you can use at the beginning of the sentences or after a period. You also have me and him as object pronouns after prepositions or verbs. Remember, you have 10 seconds to complete it. Let's check. My friend Robert is very good at English and I am not, so he helps me with my homework exercises. He isn't good at maths, so I help him with his maths homework. Alright, now let's go to the next exercise. 10 seconds. Let's check. My grandparents have a house near the beach and we stay with them for 1 week every summer. When my grandparents come to the city, they always stay with us in our apartment. In this case, we have one subject pronoun, which is they, after the comma, and us and them after prepositions with. Okay, one more paragraph. 10 seconds to complete it. Let's correct it. Nathalie is Daniel's girlfriend. He loves her and she loves him, but his parents don't like her because she isn't very friendly. In this case, we have him and her as object pronouns after the verb love, and we have she and he to start sentences like she loves.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. In the description of the video, I leave you extra links for you to keep on practicing. So see you next time.
If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, I invite you to subscribe and, more importantly, click on the bell for notifications so you don't miss any content I'll upload every week.